I think I stopped it. Alright, so we were microwaving an avocado. I can see why people put forks in it. I'm gonna have to clean the microwave now. I'm gonna take that as ripe as we're gonna go get in. Let me feel it. It's still kind of hard, guys. I'm gonna quickly wipe out the microwave. Poke 4 holes in it, guys. It's so worth it. I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, I have cleaned out the microwave. And I am going to try for like another 14 seconds, all it has left. I think it needs it. I'm going to risk it, guys. Just roll with it. I'm actually going to record it to see what happens. Alright, so here's why I didn't poke holes. There was this girl on YouTube who microwaved for 5 minutes and it didn't explode. And I was like, why would you microwave for 5 minutes? This has been at least a minute and a half. Because, yeah, that's pretty soft. There's still a part or two that's kind of hard at the end. But I'm going to call it a day. Alright, I'm going to go finish cutting and we'll be back. So I've quartered my onion. I had a quite large red onion. And I like the red more for the color. I took out the inside of this lovely jalapeno because that's where the heat is. And let me tell you, it is true. I actually had to take a break because let's stop touching it. Took it out so little person can enjoy if she wants some. And it burned my eyes, my face, underneath my nose. I don't know why I would touch all these things with my fingers, but I washed my hand and the heat resided. So it was super hot and we had to get cotton balls with milk and put on my eyes and I kind of fell asleep till the pain subsided. So I recommend doing it if you don't like heat. Just taking that inside, look, it's cleaned out. So that's the seeds and all the white part that you'd get that kind of holds it together. If you don't like heat, because that literally held a lot of heat. And I think if you like red pepper flakes, you could probably take these and dry it up and cut it up and make your own spicy pepper seed thing. I don't know. Throwing it out there. These are the tomatoes I'm going to use for the salsa. It is this is half of it and that's large. So I'm just going to, that's how much it came out to. I wanted the rest of the jalapeno since the spicy part isn't in there just for that flavor. And I'm going to split this in half just about for my tomatoes and my avocado. Might even leave some on the side. So excuse the mess. It is back to school time. I use this just to wipe off any of the yuckiness. I washed it. It was still wet and a little, you can see part of it is starting to get a little older. So you just take that part off, which is what I did with that skin right there. And the rest is still good to use. Look at that. Why waste a good onion just because a small part wasn't working for you? All right, I'm going to pause. I wanted to show you that I thinly sliced. This one's a little thicker than I would like, but I thinly sliced. Here's the thing though, right? The smaller you slice, I'll take the container. The more that it's going to go through. So actually bigger chunks, mean it won't be as, if it does have any heat to it, won't be as, because when it's small, every bite's going to have jalapeno. When it's bigger, just a few bites will, and so it won't be as overpowering. Alright, so I'll show you how it diced up into this pretty little thing, but that's what it is. You just slice it kind of thin, and then you dice. So I love just how beautiful red onion is. And I sliced it kind of thin. Some are a little thicker than others. And then I'm going to do just like I did with the... You want to hold this for me for a second so they can see me dice it? Alright, so you're just going to try to get just the knife and mommy cut. So, proper way to cut...
And my dog's in it.
Yes, is you kind of curl your fingers in so your knuckles is what's hitting the blade. I don't do that. That's what I'm supposed to do. But I'm telling you, that's how you should. I've just not mastered it as much as I've gone to school for it. I take the risk every day. It's sad. And as you see, look how beautifully and thin and mini and dicey. Nice. It's almost a mince. It's definitely bigger than a small dice.
Mommy, you dice it so well. It's so like small.
Little. It makes me happy when things are little. I debated if I wanted bigger because the tomato I'm actually going to cut kind of chunky. And I'm not sure if it's a pico de gallo or a salsa, but it's what I want. I think I've got some cilantro I'm going to throw in there. Ayomide.
I'm trying to cover the part that we don't want people to see.
I'm gonna let her be a film director. And I'm gonna use citrus in my salsa or pico de gallo. Maybe a little vinegar, but not so much. I'm really just gonna go with my citrus, my fresh flavors, some salt. Keep it really simple. And if I've got cilantro, because I did get some first.
There, perfect. They can see you putting it in the bowl.
All right, so that's all the onion I'm gonna need.
Is that
I feel like that's more than enough, and when you mix it together, that's plenty. And it is a little spicy, that jalapeno that I got.
Mommy.
So I'm gonna cut this tomato up. Just gonna really cut it in like 3/8 pretty thick. And I'm gonna dice like this.
I need you to pause it, please.
One sec.
My fingers are tired.
One second, I promise. And I'm just gonna dice like that. So it's gonna be pretty chunky. I've seen it smaller. I might do a little smaller, but for the most part, I'm going for a chunky salsa or pico de gallo. All right, I'll get back to you when it's all done. The avocado is in the fridge because it was hot. How am I going to use that if it's so hot?
Can you pause it, please?
You can pause it.
What's your press?
Yes, the pause button.
Cake.
So, it didn't work out the way she wanted, but her cream cheese icing is amazing. Look at that thick layer of cream cheese icing. It makes me happy. I'm over here dicing. It's funny because usually I like to dice small, but for some reason I've been doing really chunky with tomatoes, and I've been doing a lot with tomatoes lately with marinara sauces and just quick, tossing my pasta. So, this is a chunky place. Yeah, sure. All right, I decided just to do one tomato. It's just us. I don't know what's up with my camera. Excuse all the babies. All right, so yeah, that's quite a bit for one tomato. It was a nice sized tomato. I'm gonna add some of the onions and jalapenos, some salt. I've got a lime. I've got a bunch of limes. I'm gonna put in, and then we'll try it out, and I'll see about the cilantro, and I'll check on the avocado. Regular size spoon. So I've squeezed the lemons to go in. Like you can see that. You can see the give. Trying to avoid my messy paperwork. How it just goes in so nice. To get that right, if you get a hard lime, you just simply roll it and push. Put some pressure on it. Get some exercise in and get it. You're literally pushing. It's not something you do with most fruits, but you're really trying to get it supple and ready to play. And it'll make it so juicy. When you cut into it, you'll see the juice coming out of it. All right, so little person's actually going to squeeze the juice. I have some cilantro. So I'll put a little bit in each. I'm not a big cilantro fan, so just a hint. So we decided to go rustic. I'm going to go ahead and move this lovely sharp knife.
It's sharp.
And she's going to just literally, you're going to rip it into the salsa. Our avocado is still hot, and I feel like we're missing some. So I separated some onion and pepper. I don't know if that's too much. I might take some out because it's easier to add more than to. So let's see. I think my camera's a little off, so do excuse that. So just putting a little bit in there. We'll be back when she's done doing that. And I'll have her hold the camera so you see me cut open the hot avocado. All right, so I'm gonna cut the lime. We've got our cilantro in there, and I did this because I want you to see how that juice just kind of spills out. So you got some down there, and then this one. I don't know if this one's gonna do as good as that one. Oh, but look at all that liquid that came out. You see, they want to see it on the camera. Like that nice puddle is all lime. That just lime juice that came out. So when you roll it, it makes a difference. See how juicy, see if you can see how much juice is just kind of just squeeze it out. So again, sorry about the video of it. So we're gonna add some. Nope, we're gonna squeeze it. There's no seeds, so I can directly just squeeze it into my stuff. Colors are pretty. I just wish now I like a lot of lime. So when I do my avocado, I'm just gonna do one for the salsa One half, half of one. Apparently she's going in on hers. That might be a bit too much. So you just do it like this, look. You're gonna squeeze it between your hands. Are you listening? When we don't listen, things happen that aren't good. And then I'm gonna taste it and see. All right, if you would hold this so they can see me try to cut open this avocado and see what we get. Got my little dump bucket instead of everything everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and put that lime in there. All right, so I've got my big knife again. And thank you, that one's finished. And here's why I'm taking it too, right? If it is finished and you keep going, it makes it a little bitter.
Yeah, and the pulp also comes out.
Which I love pulp. So, all right, here we do. It's already kind of split open, let's be honest. I'm just doing this. The pit is ready to just fall out. Linda, Ayo, you're looking at my stomach. Does look a little stringy.
My name is
her name is Ayomide, but I forget. I call her aunt's name with Ayo. So I'm just going to scoop it like I would anything, but it does really, the part that's really cooked, look at that. That part just lifts right out. But that part that wasn't ripened yet and it didn't get cooked, because that's what it is. It's really just a cooked avocado. It was kind of hard to get off this thing. Ayo, you got to focus the camera. You can't just keep turning and moving. All right, so I'm going to just get that out. And I'll let her smash it with the fork. I am going to add... So remember, I only use like half. That's a small seed. These are homegrown avocados. But since I cooked the seed, I don't think that it's going to be good for growing. I only used half a lime for the salsa. I'm going to use the whole lime for a lime and a half for this. And I'm going to let her smash it, my little princess.
Mommy, can I squeeze it?
What are they seeing? Are they seeing my dress or the avocado?
Avocado.
Okay. You can smash it.
Squeeze.
Squeeze. This one I really must have pressed because the juice is coming out very easily. Now, some people can say there's too much citrus. I just really love that bright lime flavor. It just makes me happy. And I'm going to let her smash. So I'm going to let you watch her smash. Here's the fork. And then I'm going to add salt.
And I'm going to be smashing.
All right, so you hold the bowl with your whole hand.
So I'm going to go small, like this. And I'm going to go. So I'm going to take it and go. Take it down and go and smush it with the fork. I'm just gonna smush it till you don't see any shapes. So if you see,
I'm gonna let her do. Oh,
so if you see something that's not mush, just take it with the fork and mush it with your fork. And mush.
I think smashing is fun for kids.
It's fun for me.
I like mine not to be a little chunky, Missy Miss, so we don't have to get all the big pieces out.
I was mushed all of it.
I'm not a smooth girl. I like rusticness, and I like nice chunks of my avocados in there, and I like nice chunks of the tomatoes. So I don't want a puree.
This batch is for me.
It's for both of us. All right, so I'm going to season it with some salt and see what we get. Right, so I did season. I think you could use a little bit more sea salt, and I actually think, so this is pink sea salt, even though it's in a different bottle. I think it could go for a little more citrus. There's still a lot of liquid because tomato makes liquid. Look at all that liquid in there. And, but yeah, definitely need a little bit more salt. I could still do a little more salt. And maybe some parsley and cilantro. I'm not just in love with cilantro, so a little bit for me is enough. I'm going to do a little bit more salt in this. I will say this. It tastes cooked. The guacamole. I almost want to put some of the tomatoes in there because I want the color. It's not my favorite thing, guys, to do. I don't like guacamole with tomato, but because this is special. Taste. Don't ripen your avocado in the microwave. It does not taste the same. So, just to help it out, I'm definitely going to throw these beautiful tomatoes in there. More salt. And this is sea salt, so it's pretty strong, but this avocado is so muted. Look how pretty with the tomatoes, guys. Ayomide.
Yeah.
Not my most appealing look, but let's see. I put the tomatoes. Let's see what little person thinks. Come taste. Take a little taste. You like it for real? That face does not say I like it. If you don't like it, say you don't like it.
Sour lime, no.
I love the lime flavor. I am not in love with the way this avocado is tasting cooked at all. But let me see if I like it better with the tomato. Let's see. It's better, but nope. Don't microwave it to make guacamole. If you are in a rush, try this apple in a bag thing. See if that works for you. Someone said put a chip clip on it just to keep all that methane or ethylene or whatever gas it's making to ripen it in. And that they said it should be ready by the morning. So 24 hours, 8 hours is all you need. This is good. It's just tomatoes and salt with a little lime. Throw some vinegar in if you like to. It's good stuff. Cilantro. Throw more onions and stuff. The onions are plentiful because when it's small, you kind of get it in every bite. And if you look at that, it's quite a bit of onions in there. But it doesn't really showcase when it's down there. So there's quite a bit of onions. It could maybe use a little bit more jalapeno. Just depends on how you like heat. And the cilantro for color or parsley. All right, guys. That's my 3 cooking videos. 2 cooking videos. 3 different things I made. Bye, Bijou's Kitchen. Ayo, no, bye. I don't know where she went.
And your favorite girl, Marie.
So bye, Bijou's Kitchen.
Bye, Bijou's Kitchen. And again, Marie, your favorite girl. Bye.
What's your name?
And again, Marie-Ayomide, your favorite girl.
All right, bye, guys.